Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Satgurum Brahma Vidvaram Hari Om. So let's start with Rudrashtakam. Namami Shamishana Nirvana Rupam Vibhum Vyapakam Brahma Veda Swarupam Nijam Nirgunam Nirvikalpam Niriham Chidakashmakashvasam Bhajeham. Nirakaramunkaramulam turiyam Giragyanagotitamisam girisham Karalam Mahakala Krupalam Gunagar Sansar Param Natoham. So let's do the second shloka of Rudrashtakam. Nirakara. So Nirakara is formless, without akar. Brahman has no form, no height, no weight, no width, no color. Only Ishwaras have form. But here the description of Lord Shiva is that he is the Brahman. So Brahman has no akar, no form. Omkar Moolam, the root from where Omkar arises. Om iti ek aksharam Brahman. So instead of writing Brahman or Atman or consciousness, we can just write one letter and it always stands for Brahman, which is Om. Om is actually A-U-M, but in Sanskrit, A plus U is equal to O. So A-U-M becomes O-M, but they both are identical. There is no difference. Turiyam. Turiyam is the fourth state described in Mandukya Upanishad. It's described in quite a detail, but I can summarize in few words that Mandukya Upanishad describes Atman has four parts or four quarters. The first quarter is called awake state, which is Vaishvanara. The second quarter is a dream state, which is Tejasa. Third quarter is a deep sleep state, is Prajna. And the fourth quarter is called Turiya. Actually, fourth quarter is really not a fourth quarter. It is not a quarter of one whole. That fourth quarter or Turiya is there in the first, second, and third. That means the Turiya state is present underneath as a substratum or existence in all the states, awake state, dream state, deep sleep state. So that's a permanent substratum without which nothing exists. So it is called Avastatraya, these three states of mind. This Turiya is the knower of all inner controller. All things originate and finally dissolves in Turiya. We all do. So this is Brahman. This is Lord Shiva. So Nirakara, Omkara, Moolam, Turiyam. Gira Jnana Gotitam. Gira is speech. Jnana is knowledge. Gira Jnana Gotitam is beyond speech and knowledge. The Lord who is beyond the speech and the knowledge can never be described in words. We cannot write the details of the Lord enough to describe the Lord. We can only have some pointers, and we only have some pointers. The totality of the Lord is undescribable. Girisham. Girisham means the Lord of the mountains. So Giri is mountain and Isha is Lord. So Girisham is the Lord of the mountain. So Meru Parvat, Kailash Parvat, Himalayas, all the range has tremendous different peaks. Everest Parvat, all of them are at high altitude. People cannot climb on the top of Kailash. When we go to see Kailash, we actually do parikrama of Kailash. That means at the lower level, we go around the Kailash. But we cannot reach the tip of the mountain because it is too steep and too tall, and the weather is very severe. If we go there even in summer, even then you need several layers. And if we do the parikrama at the lower level where the temperature is not too severe, we still, because of the thin air, can only take the steps like 6 inches, one step, another step, 6 inches, and so on. You cannot walk like the way we walk here. And everybody has to use the stick. So these are very, very difficult circumstances. Every few minutes, you got to stand and take a breath and becomes normal for a few minutes. And then you walk few more steps and few more steps and few more steps. So it's a very, very difficult parikrama because of the height of the mountain. So the conditions are very severe. Lord Shiva is strong and his mind is really focused. He's a tapasvi, and only he can live in such a place. Those who are mountaineers and those who are helpers and those who run the ashram and help all of us out, they also stay on the mountain for no more than 3 or 4 months. The rest of the time, they come down to the valley. So, 2/3 of the year, nobody lives there. Nobody. So, mountain also symbolizes stillness, firmness, steadiness. Achalam does not move at all. So, Lord Shiva, at both the body and the mind level, is sthir, achala. For us to contemplate, we require those qualities of the mountain. The next is Giri, means world. So Lord Shiva is the Lord of the world, or he appears as the universe. He does not create the universe, he appears as the universe. He makes Mount Kailash glorious and he protects the Mount Kailash. That is Lord Shiva. And that's why he is Giri Sham. Karalam. Karalam means terrible, ugra, fearsome. Generally, Bhagavan has the following 6 qualities. Aishwarya, that's glory. Yash, that is fame. Vidya, that is knowledge. Shri, that is prosperity. Vairagya, that is dispassion. And moksha, which is freedom. These are the 6 qualities of Bhagavan. But the Lord Shiva is described as aggressive, karalam, fearsome. But it is only for a certain purpose. It destroys the sins and sinfuls. His anger is righteous, and he never affects or touches or destroys, damages, hurt innocent people. As soon as the act is finished, he's calm like ice. He's never subdued by pleasure or lust. And there are lots of examples of that. Lord Shiva is ruthless in destroying our enemies. And who are our enemies? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. These are our enemies. And what does he do? He changes our enemies into our strength. In Kama, desire, he makes us selfless. Krodha, anger, he replaces with compassion. Lobha, greed, he replaces with charity. Moha, delusion, we kind of justify all our bad habits, alcohol, gambling, drugs, and smoking. And everybody does it, so I can do it too, no big deal. But he removes our delusion. Mad is our ego, he replaces with humility. And Matsarya is jealousy. He replaces it with admiration. So these are all the benefits of Shiva Bhakti. Then Mahakala Kalam. Karalam, Mahakala Karalam. That means that he's taking the terrible form of Mahakala to tear apart any kalam or time. He's the death of the death. And that second death is Lord Yama or Kala. And he can control that too. The next is Krupalam. He is compassionate. There is a whole story of Upamanyu, how compassionate he is. And he's compassionate to everybody. It's very easy to win the heart of Lord Shiva. That's why he's called Bholenath. Then Gunagara. So, Gunagari is Sansara Param Natoham. Sansara Param means crossing delusion of the worldly existence. He takes us over the sansar to the other end of the ocean. That means no more sansar. That means no more rebirth. That's what his bhakti does. Gunagar. Sansar is the dwelling place made up of gunas, a storehouse of gunas, and he is beyond the gunas. So Lord Shiva has a lot of good qualities. He's kind, he's loving, he's compassionate, he's quietude, he has mercy. This is the meaning of the second shloka of Rudrashtakam.